I just got the news. I know I'm over a day late, but I don't even watch E3 no more. I don't even watch the game show awards anymore because things have become weird now. So I found this out through sources and through a few people that watches E3, and let's just say here, I have not gotten this mad. I haven't gotten this pissed off on a Game of the Year show awards. It's been a minute.
Well, that sounded fantastic. And now, the Game of the Year award goes to The Last of Us Part 2.
The more I see the Game of the Year awards do these stupid decisions when it comes to nominating games of the year, the further I fall back into this because I'm noticing that the shift of the cycle is changing. They're adding new ingredients to what we know and love in the old comers and the familiars and the people who just love these type of things in general are getting pushed away because our taste of what they're mixing into what we love is beginning to fall flat. It's beginning to get stale. And this year's Game of the Year awards, I wanted to watch it, but it's just I knew it was going to fall bad, but I didn't know it was going to fall this bad, especially when it came to Game of the Year. And we had some good games. We had great games that came out. A lot of them. Some I didn't even play, but it was because it was on other systems like Bayonetta 3. I don't have a Switch, but Bayonetta 3 won a couple of awards, if I'm not mistaken. But when it comes to what won Game of the Year, people was hoping for it to be God of War, but for some reason, Elden Ring,
Is Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
I can't even get a hit in. I don't even know when to swing. Look, I swing one time, I'm hit. It's like there's no way to actually. Shit! Stop!
Elden Ring.
This is a joke, right? This is a joke, right? Are you kidding me? Stop chasing me! Stop sprinting! You fucking bitch!
Elden Ring. Really?
Fuck you! You cheesy cock!
Now listen. For people who is going to jump up and just tell me that the game needed, the game deserved, listen, first of all, okay, I own Elden Ring. I played it. But here's the thing, man. I can see the Game of the Year material. I can. Don't get me wrong. The atmosphere of the game is phenomenal. The graphics is so good. The open world is phenomenal. In fact, probably one of the best open world games I've ever played. Not just because of what they show us, but at the same time, what they deliver us into this game, just showing you so many things and so much varieties of areas you can choose from of how you can play the game and how you can play it in your own discretion. But at the same time, you welcoming yourself to these other areas in the game that you may not want to go yet. Okay, the game is huge. The game is big. I'm saying that because I do understand. I do understand the material and the budget of what this game has went to. I'm not saying this game does not deserve no awards. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Game of the Year means that this game is acceptable to everybody. Not everybody when it comes to people all over the world, but just people who loves games, people who loves to enjoy playing games, people who just want to sit down, be at ease, Have a stress relieving gesture. You having a rough day, you just want to cut on your damn TV, pop in a goddamn game, bring some friends over in there, watch you play the game, or y'all can just take turns. Elden Ring is not like that. You can't enjoy yourself playing that game. The game is good, but the game is not enjoyable. You cannot play that game, especially if you're in a bad mood, especially if you're having a bad day.
To kill what?
I played this game on my stressful days, my depressing days, my sad days, my days where I just want to go ape shit. And every single time I've played played the game in those modes, I've gotten even worse. I have gotten even more ballistic. Now, I even played the game when I was in a good mood, but I've died so many times to the point where I literally got back into that anger mode. Now, does that mean that I suck at playing games like this? No. All I'm saying is this: you play a game because you have that mind just to play it. When you have to choose a mood to play a game, that just shows me that the game isn't for everybody, because everybody chooses their own variety sets of how they deal with things when they're under pressure or when they're in a state of just trying to put their moods at ease. Elden Ring is a game that'll make you want to break your controller, break your TV, break your system, or break someone's neck. Okay.
That was horseshit!
This game is not for everybody. And this is a game that I played, but this game did not satisfy me to the point where I love the game. I love all the other games, such as the Dark Souls games, the Bloodborne game, especially Returnal. In my opinion, I think Returnal is the best Souls game I've played. The story makes more sense. The combat is more fluid. You have more chances of killing enemies, and it makes more sense when you progress through the story. When I play games like Elden Ring or Bloodborne or Dark Souls, I like those games, but the more you play them, the more it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's like, god damn. So you go crazy trying to understand the game, and you go crazy trying to play the game, and you go crazy trying to beat the game. My point is that games of the year need to be for games that people enjoy. God of War didn't win, and I kind of understand why God of War didn't win, because God of War just came out. It just came out. So by that making game of the year, I would have, even me, I would have been like, what, really? The game just came out. So I don't think it would have made enough people's approval for that game to have came out. People are still playing God of War Ragnarok right now, and they still haven't beaten it. So if only way if that would be game of the year is if it's because it was the hype. But what really broke my heart, it wasn't the fact that God of War didn't win the game of the year, because I could care less about God of War Ragnarok. It's the fact that A Plague's Tale Requiem did not win game of the year. In fact, it was actually depressing for me. That's kind of what made me more angry more than anything else, was the fact that A Plague's Tale was not just nominated for Game of the Year, but The Plague's Tale Requiem did not win any Game of the Year awards when it comes to any type of nominated selections. Best cinematography, best character development, best voice actor or actress. It's just anything. It did not win nothing. And it was very sad for me, because out of all the games I played this year, A Plague's Tale Requiem played a place in my heart, because I played the first one, A Plague's Tale Innocence, and I loved it. I loved it with a passion. And for anyone who has not played A Plague's Tale, you are missing out, man. A Plague's Tale, I keep telling people this, A Plague's Tale is what would happen if God of War and The Last of Us got shot into a fucking blender and you just got put into the rolling times. And I loved A Plague's Tale. And I thought that the sequel was not going to hold up to the original, but I loved the sequel even more than the first one, because it fixed everything that the first one has done. And it made me even more impact with the game itself. I thought this game was going to really snatch the Game of the Year award, because that game came out way before God of War Ragnarok. It came out basically close to Halloween, probably past that if I'm not mistaken. I'm just saying this: A Plague's Tale Requiem didn't win, and it really made me mad because this is a game that it really hit me, especially the end of the game. It hit me like this. I haven't felt this impactful playing a game in a long time, and I thought it would win. I thought I didn't even think nothing of it. Some people thought that Horizon Forbidden West was gonna win. Some people thought that Stray was gonna win, even though Stray won the best indie game. And I could agree, Stray is a very good game. It is a damn good game. Some people thought that some other indie games was gonna win. Some games I haven't even fucking heard of. But for people to think that God of War Ragnarok was going to win, some people thought it was going to because, again, the name itself. But for people like me, I was like, no, the game just dropped. The game just dropped. It wasn't going to come. It wasn't going to be Game of the Year. But for Elden Ring to win was very unacceptable. Elden Ring is not a game that everybody is going to fucking enjoy. So people may say that, maybe skilled players have boosted this game up to be Game of the Year. Well, how many skilled players are out there? It's not many. So I feel like maybe it won because it has done a lot of things right with the game. It is done right with the art material when it comes to the delivery of the character development cycle in the atmosphere itself. It is probably done right with the story, even though I kind of understand. I'm not trying to lie to you. I don't fucking understand the story, so it probably done good with that. It's probably done so much stuff right with the game. But what about what the game should do right from the get go? The gameplay itself. Are you going to enjoy playing it? Are you going to love playing it? Not if you don't like the Souls games. See, with God of War, you can play God of War, you can enjoy it. With A Plague's Tale, it has a very big, I said bad, it has a very big, impactful story. Very good character development, very good dialogue, and you still get immersed with the gameplay itself. Some nitpick puzzles here and there, but you can easily find those out. You can enjoy those games. Elden Ring is subjective, but it's mostly to the point where you cannot enjoy the game. But that's all I want to say. I just want to say that, look, I may just ditch the Game of the Year awards at this point because the way how this whole thing is going to, this is, oh my god.